what's up, YouTube fans? So, this is something I was just thinking about at work today. I wanted to talk about in this video, right, is some models of abiogenesis, which, in my opinion, are not the most likely ones, right? Based on the evidence we currently have available, right? So, abiogenesis, right, for those of you that don't know, it's the process through which we get life from non-living matter, right? So certain models of abiogenesis, which I see as not being the most likely ones in my opinion, right, are ones which you know, so basically some people will desire for there to be alien, you know, extraterrestrial life forms that are close enough to us in time and space that we could have a chance of ever making contact with them, even though there's really no evidence currently that that's the case, right? And so they will try and create a model of abiogenesis in which we have some repeatable process in which we could expect for life to be a relatively frequent phenomenon that occurs on a large percentage of the planets in our universe, right? But, you know, based on the current evidence available, I don't think that we have any reason to think that it is at all a common phenomenon, right? We don't really have any evidence of that, nor does it really need to be, right? Because you know, we don't as of yet know of life anywhere else in the universe. And based on the anthropic principle, right, the origin of life could very well be a very statistically improbable event, so long as the cosmos is large enough for it to happen in extremely rare circumstances, right? And so personally, you know, I don't really think that we have any evidence of you know, extraterrestrial life currently, right? And so really I don't see that, you know, any types of models of abiogenesis that are trying to show that it will be likely for there to be extraterrestrial life, you know. I don't really see those, you know, in my personal opinion, I don't really see those as being the most likely ones, right, as opposed to ones that, you know, because the thing is, you know, currently we don't know of life anywhere else in the universe, and we don't know of any process through which life could be expected to happen commonly, right? And nor does there need to be, right? And so I'm not like ruling out as a possibility of life being a frequent phenomenon, right? But there's not really strong evidence towards that being the case. So I don't really see the point in, like, why would you even try and prove that it is? You know, as far as I'm concerned, we only really need to explain life on Earth. We really don't need to come up with an explanation for why there will be life, you know, occurring frequently throughout the universe, because it doesn't necessarily occur frequently, right? We don't actually know that it does, and we don't even know that there's life anywhere else in the entire universe aside from Earth. And, you know, I would see it as pretty unlikely, though, that there will be life nowhere else in the cosmos, right? Because it would be very unlikely that just, you know, by chance that there just happened to be, that the cosmos just so happened to be large enough for life to occur once, right? And but only once, right? That would seem a little bit too precise for it to happen to be like that. So I would see it as unlikely that there's no life anywhere else in the entire cosmos, right? But I don't think that we have any evidence to think that life is at all frequent, as opposed to being like incredibly rare, so much that it may not have occurred anywhere else in our universe, or at least like if it has occurred anywhere else in our universe, it may, be at a differing time, like before life on our planet or after, right? Not necessarily at the same time, right? And so people will want for us to discover, alien civilizations, right? And so they'll try and come up with an explanation through that, allows for that. But, currently we really don't have evidence of that. So there doesn't, it's a little bit, like it's going into things that aren't necessary to actually prove, because there doesn't actually need to be any, like alien civilizations nearby to us, right? So, just my personal opinion. All right, that's all for now. See you guys.